Usually I curl my hair with a 1 1/4 inch barrel. Today I decided to go for the 1 inch and I actually like it a lot better. I almost want to look for like an even smaller barrel, like a 3/4 inch or 1/2 inch. I'll have to see if I can find one, but this is what 1 inch barrel curled hair looks like on me. If you want to see what it looks like with 1 1/4 inch, check out Wednesday's video because I did curl my hair in that video and I said the next time I curled it I was going to try the 1 inch and I like it a lot better, especially because it sort of shortens the hair a little bit more. When it's straight, it's getting longer now. It's like at my collarbone, if not a little bit past it, and it's getting too long for me. So this kind of shortens it up. So like using an even smaller barrel, you know, will tighten the curl and shorten it even more. So we'll try that. Anyway, what we're doing today is empties. It is my last empties of 2020. So these are my October, November, and December empties. Because if you remembered, I was only doing them quarterly last year, and I think the year before I did them quarterly too. I can't remember. I'm not focusing so much on the cost of, you know, the products like I did so much. I think in 2018 and 2019 I focused pretty heavily on like the value of what I was using, but I'm still calculating that for myself. I'm just not really sharing it since it didn't seem like that interested too many of you, but I will tell you the totals in this video since this is the end, and you know, the totals were pretty interesting for last year. And then I'll just sort of see how I want to continue doing empties in 2021. I might go bi-monthly this year, maybe do them every 2 months, so do it 6 times this year. I'm not sure, I haven't quite figured out what I want to do yet. So we'll start with October empties if I can find my notebook, because like I do, I write everything down, I write all the prices, because I'm just like a very analytical type of person. I mean, that's the kind of work that I do all day, like it's data entry and, you know, data mining and figuring stuff out and just like data in general. Just my life is consumed. Not consumed. My life is just data everywhere. So anyway, that's what we've got going on today is empties. I will probably do a this just in on Monday and sort of like an update to things that are going to be going on for the rest of this month. I was going to do a get ready with me, but then I didn't think that many people would watch that. And I kind of want you guys to like know things. just so you guys are aware of like what's going on the rest of this month, because it's actually going to be kind of busy and I'm hoping that continues for 2021. We'll see, but you'll hear about that on Monday. I'll include that in my this just in. So that'll be my this just in from like September of last year to like January. Whatever I get through the weekend is what that will be. Okay, so empties. So October I didn't actually use that much. So I used up one hair care thing. It was the Evolve Ultra Shine Moisture Shampoo. I did talk about this in Wednesday's video because it is featured in this month's Detox box. It is a shampoo and conditioner that I do love. I did use the conditioner. I finished that up in the empties that was previous to that, September. So yeah, I do really like this. It is available right now if that is something that you want to purchase, and it cleans my hair really nicely. It doesn't weigh it down. Even though it says moisture shampoo, I don't find it to be too heavy. I do think they have do they have another like kind? I can't remember actually, or maybe it's just for color treated hair, but it's not too heavy for fine hair. Like I found some moisture shampoos, like the Inner Sense Moisture, the hydrating line is too heavy for my hair. This one isn't, but it leaves my hair soft, clean. Can't really complain, but I do like that. And then I'll leave the link for the Detox box if you're interested. We finished up the Hello Kids toothpaste, fluoride free. What are we using right now? We're using, is it like Radia or something? We were at Target and I was just like looking for toothpaste and they didn't have this one at the Target that we went to, so I just picked up a different one. He does like this one better. He asks for the watermelon one and it's fluoride free. We still haven't, I mean, we're sort of getting the spitting thing, but sometimes he doesn't want to spit and sometimes he'll just swallow it. So we don't use fluoride anyway, so that's not really that big of a deal, but we like this. It's only like $3.99. It's pretty cheap. It lasts a long time, especially if, you know, it's a kid. Unless you let them do it themselves, then it won't last that long, but I still put the toothpaste on the toothbrush for him. I used up a body thing, the Alivia Enzymatic Body Cleanse. So this one is just the unscented one. Alivia is my favorite body cleanse. I do have a couple right now. I've always got Alivia. That's always in my house. I do still have the one from Bathing Culture from Beauty Heroes last year, which I do really enjoy. But until there's like an area here where I can refill it, that's probably one that I won't rebuy. And then we also just got the Detox Market Impossible Soap, which is also really nice. If I had to pick between the three, I would still pick this one, but the other two are also really great options, and I would recommend them if you're looking for something that's more of like a soap, because this one doesn't have soap in it. It's more of like a cleanse that like lightly foams, I guess, but it's not a soap because there's no soap ingredients in it. So I guess it just depends what you're looking for. I really like the Alivia one. That's my #1 recommendation if you're looking for like a body cleanse, because it's lightly enzymatic. It's, what is it? Is it prebiotic? Yeah, it's prebiotic. It's plant-based. It's only 20 bucks for 16 ounces, which is, you know, really good. So check out the Alivia if you're interested. We also used up I forgot something. I forgot to calculate it. We also used up the L'Amour bath bombs. This was like a bath bomb trio that I got sent quite a while ago. Oliver discovered these last year and now all he wants is like bath bombs, but of course they're like super expensive. So he used these. They're pretty nice. I didn't find that they foamed for a long time, maybe because they weren't like super big. They were just kind of like, I don't know, like this kind of size, but they weren't super thick either. I've got some that do like foam quite a bit longer, or not foam, but like fizz. So I probably wouldn't rebuy those, but they were nice, especially if you've got like a kid who likes bath bombs and you just want something a little bit inexpensive. But he was kind of disappointed just because the fizz didn't last that long. Okay, so the last body thing that I've got is the Maya Chia Super Critical Chia Wonderless Water Bomb. This was actually the one that was featured in a Beauty Heroes box. It was like a limited edition special scent that they did. I used it on like eczema, elbows, things like that. It took me a while to get through just because I have so many like body products, but I finally finished this. How old is this now? Like 2+ years? When was the last time Maya Chia was featured? I'm actually kind of hoping Maya Chia gets featured this year and they do that straight A. You know, I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's one of the things that I hope gets featured in Beauty Heroes this year. Okay, so skin, we have the Mighty Patch Invisibles. I've talked to you guys at length about these. I love these. I never do not have acne patches in my house of some brand. The ones that I'm finding are the best are the Mighty Patches and the Rail ones. Is it R-A-E-L? Is it Real Rail? I don't know. But those ones are practically identical, and the Rail ones, however you pronounce that company's name, is slightly cheaper. So check out either one. I recommend both. I will be doing an acne patch video sometime soon. I don't know, because the end of January is kind of hectic, which we'll talk about on Monday, but soon. Okay, so then I also have the 100% Pure Bright Eyes. I like these for depuffing. Do they really brighten under there? I don't know, but they depuff. I definitely leave them on until all of like the hydrating essence is like soaked out of it, and it's like just basically a paper, dry, thin, you know, thing that's underneath my eye. I really could have used them today because like my under eyes were like so deep this morning. But yeah, I really like those. The Honest Hazel Eye Gels, and then another one. Actually, you'll see all three that I like, you know, within this Empties series. Okay, so then the last thing I have here that I forgot to write down because it was stuffed in another piece of trash is the Kaya Naturals Vitamin Cleanse. These were just sitting in my vanity. I use them for like lipstick swatches, eyeshadow swatches, whatever I'm doing. I don't actually use those on my face because I don't typically like to use cleansing thingies on my face. I do have one that you'll see 1 month that I have talked about before that is the only one that I use on my face, but those I don't like to use on my face. They just irritate my skin, kind of. So don't like those on my face, but they work great for swatches. So when I do get those, I'll keep them in my vanity, and that's all that I'll use them for. Do I have any right now? Oh, I actually do have a pack right now. I didn't know that I did. But yeah, usually I don't buy those. It's the ones that I've gotten have come with like, as like gift with purchases, or, you know, the bundles or whatever, when they're in like one of the Detox Market bundles, or, you know, like boxes or whatever. I don't actually buy those. It's just whenever I get them. So whenever I'm doing swatches and I don't have those, what do I use? Maybe I just go in the sink and I wash my hands with oil cleanser again. I don't really know. It's been a while since I've had to do that and not had one of those things. But that's the only thing that I use them for. I don't really recommend cleansing your face with them because you're not really cleansing your face. You're gonna have to do a double cleanse anyway. And if you're gonna do a double cleanse, you might as well just oil cleanse and then, you know, cream or gel cleanse or whatever and not use one of those because it's just wasteful. That's my opinion on cleansing cloths anyway. Okay, so now we have November. Again, not that much happening this month. I used 8 October, 8 products in November. December, I definitely used a lot more. So I found one of these kicking around in the back of my cupboard. I had to move some things around because I'm sort of running out of space in some of my cabinets. So I had to like move things, took things out, decluttered, you know, got rid of some stuff. But I found this in the back of my cupboard. Who remembers this? This is the Acure Foaming Shaving Gel. They don't make this anymore, which is a shame because this is actually a really good product. And I'm not sure if this expired in 2019 or 2016. You probably, maybe you can't see it. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's 2019 or 2016. We'll just go with 2019 because I'm not really sure. But yeah, I really liked this. This was only like $10 shaving gel and there's not much like this. If there's even anything left anymore. I think this was like one of the only products I'd come across that was like a traditional shaving gel kind of. Not like the foam, like the Gillette foams, you know, that we used to use. But it was like the only like foaming traditional shave gel that they had in the clean beauty space, and then Acure like discontinued most of their stuff or like reformulated, and I found it such a shame. Because that was like a really good product. I wish they would bring that back. I'm not sure why they got rid of it. But I found one of those in the back of my cupboard. I figured I'd use it. It still smelled fine, didn't irritate my skin. So even if it expired in 2016, which I don't think it was 16, I think it was 19, because I feel like I bought those like maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, I just finished that up because I found it. Now I either use soap. I just use regular old bar soap. So like the Copa Kawaii soaps is what I'm using right now, or I'll use the Kahina Beldy soap, or just any Beldy soap, because I've used the Lil Fox Beldy soap before too. I like those for shaving as well. They work really well. Okay, so I've got the Bryotech Topical Skin Spray. This is the first one. I did buy 2 of these. The other one is still in my bathroom. I'm almost out of it. I am not going to be rebuying that, but I do have a refill of the Tower 28 spray because I just feel like that one is more effective. I guess we'll find out when I go back to it. But I felt like when I was using the Tower 28 one, I noticed better results than when I switched to this. I just didn't feel like it was working the same on my skin. Is it all psychological? I don't know. We'll find out. Then I finished the Ashlyn Quinn Kalahari Cream Cleanser Concentrate. This is another product that no longer exists. She did stop making this and she switched, well, I don't know if it was like a direct switch, but she discontinued the cream cleanser and then she released a gel cleanser, which is much better. This was probably my least favorite product from her entire line. I just didn't feel like it was necessary. She's got the honey enzyme cleanser, which is great, and now she's got the gel cleanser, which I really, really love. If you're gonna buy either one of the 2, I definitely recommend the gel cleanser. It's great, and I just didn't think the cream cleanser was special enough or really needed to be there. I mean, it would have made like a better hydrating mask, I guess, but I didn't really need another hydrating mask. So I just used it up. I used it up as the cream cleanser. I used it as my second cleanse and finished it up that way, but it's no longer available. So then I used up one of these Goop Glow treatments. I received a couple of these last year in various detox boxes of some kind. So this is 15% glycolic acid, fruit extracts, overnight glow peel. I don't know what it is, if it's like these kinds of products specifically, if there's some sort of ingredient in here. I used this and I broke out a ton on my face overnight. Like I had like decently clear skin before I went to bed. I used this and then I woke up with like acne all over like this part of my face. And I was like, what the F? So I let it heal, and then I tried another one. If you remember, Beauty Hero sent me the Moss Morning peels, which you'll see that in December. I did try one of those and I had the same reaction. So I don't know if it's like glycolic acid that freaks my skin out now, or if there's something else in these sort of like peel pads that like my skin doesn't like. I'll try again because I do have a couple more of these and I do still have a lot more of the Moss Morning ones. But if I try it again and they both break me out again, I'll just sort of chalk it up to them not being right for my skin. And I didn't really notice a ton of difference when I didn't wake up with like glowing skin, soft skin. I don't know what to expect, I guess. because it says, apply pre-soaked pad evenly over face, neck, and chest and shoulders. Do not rinse off. Apply moisturizer after 15 minutes if you like. Leave on overnight, rinse off in the morning. I don't know. I just, maybe I didn't do it right, or maybe I missed a step somewhere or something, but it broke me out and I didn't really notice a ton of difference. So I'll try it again, but I don't know if those are like really products that are for me. I kind of just like peels better, like masks, or masks. I like peel masks better. Okay, so then I used up a couple more eye masks. I've got the Honest Hazel Invisible Gels. Is that what they're called? They're eye gels. And then I also tried the In Beauty Project Electrify Lightning Bolt eye masks. They're a blue under eye mask that look, they're the shape of a lightning bolt. They're kind of fun. I like, I don't really find too much of a difference between all of them. I guess it just sort of depends on how pure you want your ingredients to be, because the ingredients in this one and the 100% pure one are going to be more pure. And then the one in this, there's like butylene glycol, propandiol. What is there? So like hexylhethylglycerin. There's some things in here. I don't really mind. I didn't find that it irritated my skin or anything, but it just sort of depends on what you're comfortable with. But these worked just as well as these, or the 100% pure ones. My eyes were nicely hydrated afterwards. Were they brightened? I don't really recall them being that much, brighter afterwards, but I've also got really deep eye bags most of the time. And I mostly use them for puffiness. So like if I'm having like a really puffy day, or I just need to like put some hydration in there because they're like deep. Sometimes I wake up and they're just like you could bury a body in there. They're so deep. Also finished up another box of the Mighty Patch Invisibles. I use those all the time. You guys know. Okay, and then the makeup thing, the one makeup thing that I finished in November was the Alima Pure Satin Matte Foundation in Neutral 3. It's one of my favorite foundations. I'm currently using the pressed foundation just because I was out of the jar. I mean, I have a backup, but I wasn't gonna open it yet. And I think I do wanna switch my color around because I think Neutral 3 might be a little too, maybe it's a little too neutral. I don't know, because I wanna try beige because I feel like beige might work better, because the pressed foundation color that I'm using matches me better than the Neutral 3 did. And I think the beige one is more like the one that I'm using. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna buy one of the beige ones and see if I have a better success with that. But I love that foundation. I can leave the review I did underneath for it. It's got good coverage. It's great for sensitive skin, minimal ingredients, good shade range, so check them out. Okay, so December. Actually had quite a lot of empties in December. Woo! I finished these Mighty Patch Micropoint for blemishes. I'm still not totally sold on these. I feel like sometimes they would work, like they wouldn't take, so what you want to use these for versus the invisible ones. So the invisible ones are great if you've like picked your skin, you've now got like an open sore on your face, or it's like a whitehead that, is ready to be extracted. So you put the invisible patch on one of those and it like sucks out all the stuff overnight. You're left with like a flattened bump and it heals a lot faster. Those are fantastic. So the Micropoint ones are supposed to be for, like cystic acne or acne that hasn't come to a head yet, and it's supposed to help. So it's got salicylic acid in the little micro dots that you sort of like press into your skin, and it's supposed to help, or it's supposed to like inject that, I guess. I don't really know. It says it's 0.5%, so it's like not that much, but it's supposed to like inject it into that. So it's supposed to help with the swelling and supposed to bring it down a little bit faster, or like bring it to a head faster. I feel like maybe a couple of the times that I tried it, it actually did, like lower it a little bit, or like help it not be so like huge or painful. But I'm not sold enough to like rebuy these at the moment, just because they're kind of expensive. For 6, it's $12.99 versus the invisible patches you get $39 and it's $17.99. So it's obviously much more expensive to use something like this. Again, Rail has these as well, the Micropoint. So I'm going to be testing those, and I think there's actually more of them in the package. I can't remember, and they're going to be cheaper, or at least they're going to be the same price but have more in them. I can't remember exactly. But I'm gonna be testing those and seeing if those do anything versus this. But I'm not sold enough to buy those again, because like I feel like sometimes it worked, but then most of the time I didn't really notice a difference. I didn't really feel like there was much change overnight, where with the invisible ones, I always see change. So So I have a couple of makeup things. I threw away a tube of the Ficlo mascara. I'd been using this, actually, was this my very first tube? This might have been from like 2018. I don't know actually. I'd have to go back because they did a discovery with Beauty Heroes in 2018 and that was the first time I tried it. I feel like I've probably opened up a new tube since then. This might be my second tube, I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look at the empties. But anyway, it started to dry out so much that it would flake. The formula just got too dry and it was like flaking underneath my eyes. So I was like, okay, it's time because this no longer performs the way it should. So I opened up a new tube and that one performs better now and there is no flaking. So I also am getting rid of the Modern Minerals highlighter only because it started to smell. I do have another one that doesn't smell, so I'm keeping that one. But I wish she would bring this back because I really love this highlighter. It is such a pretty color. Like, I don't know how well you can tell, but it's just like such a nice, subtle glow. It's not like super frosty or in your face or anything like that. I hope one day she comes back to her makeup because I miss it. I miss her makeup. Okay, so then speaking of Modern Minerals or Momi, I did finish up the 1 ounce of her Texture Mist. I do really like this. It doesn't have as strong of hold as the Antonin B one, which is available from Boxwalla right now. That one does have a better hold, but I like the smell of this better. I just love the smell of the Momi hair care. Oh my God, it smells so good. I do have full sizes of this, so I do have like a replacement for it, and I do recommend it if you're not looking for like super strong hold. Like today I use the Antonin B. But I don't know how long this will stay because my curls tend to not stay a super long time. I tend to sleep on them and then they just are gone, but they look good today. It's good we're documenting it. Okay, so the Preserve 5-blade razor refill. I love the Preserve 5-blade razors. They're very comparable to like the Venus. Oh, Jesse's back here. The Venus razors, you know, the 5-blade razors, and I actually don't replace my razor blades that often. I pretty much will use the same razor blade. I keep it out of the water so it never rusts. If it rusts, I throw it away, obviously. But as long as it's not rusty and it's still like shaves well, I will continue using it for months. Like, honest to God. I like to get every use out of like everything that I use. I will use it to death. I don't like to waste like things. And I don't think it's necessary to like throw your mascara away after 3 months. I just think that's kind of ridiculous as long as it doesn't give you like eye problems or it smells funny or something like that. Like obviously if it performs differently, it smells funny, it's like gives you any irritation, like obviously then get rid of it. But as long as it still performs, I don't really find it necessary to throw things away. That's just me though. Do whatever you want. Like, don't take that as me telling you what to do. It's not. Do whatever you want, but that's just what I do. Same with razors. I buy razor blades, I don't know, like every 2 years just because I can make 4 razor blades last for me like for a really long time. Like the ones, well, I just had to change my razor blade because the one I'd had on there for like months and months and months before finally got dull enough that it wasn't really like doing anything. And now the one that I've got on now I've had on for like a month, maybe a little bit longer, and it's like, it still cuts like fresh. But I don't use it every day though. So like I don't shave my legs every day, especially in the winter. I don't even shave my armpits every day. Whatever, I make things last. That's one way to make things last is to like use it, you know, less. I feel like I have like a cat hair or something. There it is. Hopefully I got it. Okay, so that's enough about that. So then here's the Moss Mornings peel. So this one is lactic acid, glycolic acid, salicylic acid, and hyaluronic acid. Only 3 of those are actual acids. Hyaluronic acid is, as we know, for hydrating. Again, I had the same reaction with this one. It broke me out, and I'm not quite sure why. It didn't break me out as bad as the Goop one, but, hello Jesse. But I still did break out with that, but I want to give it another try and see what happens. Got another Bright Eyes. So I needed a lot of under eye treatments in the last 3 months apparently because I use them every single month. I have a singular vitamin cleanse from Kaya Naturals. And then there was one day in December where I just like was so tired. I was not going to wash my face before I went to bed. So I used the oil-free face cleanser from La Fresh. and I use the makeup remover. Oh no, I use this one first. The waterproof makeup remover, and then I use the oil-free cleanser, and then I put on, I think I like sprayed my face and then I put on a cream and I just like went to bed. Because I was just like, I am so tired. I think it might have been around Christmas. We might have been like doing something all day and I was just exhausted, and I was like, I'm using one of these. I don't have many of these left. If you remember, I bought a pack of these over Black Friday, like, oh my God, how many years ago? It was like 4 or 5 years ago. It was one of the very first Black Friday hauls that I did on my channel, and I still have some because I don't use them that much. I think maybe I've used them one other time this year, if at all. I can't even remember. But yeah, I used those once. I was just tired, like I couldn't deal with it. And I was wearing makeup. Like if I hadn't been wearing makeup, I would have used the Audacity cleansing water. Like that's just what I would usually use on, you know, to cleanse my face real quick. But since I was using makeup, I used those things. Okay, so the Meow Meow Tweet baking soda free deodorant stick. I will save this for my deodorant video. I will try to do that for next week before like everything gets crazy. So then I've got a couple of Live Botanical. I've got the Live Botanical Grapefruit and Magnolia Refining Body Oil. I think this was a sample that just got thrown in an order that I placed. This is really nice. I actually really, really like this. I do have a full size in the old packaging, but I don't think it changed. I can't really remember, but I do really like that. That's actually a really nice body oil. An affordable one if you're looking for an affordable one. You don't want to spend $60 or whatever on a body oil. I think that one's under 40. And then I used the Chamomile and Geranium Radiance Elixir, which I think this was the one that was included in the Clean Beauty box when they were featured last year. And this one is really nice, but I do actually prefer the Rose and Neroli one, which is their Fall Radiance Elixir. Their Winter Radiance Elixir should be releasing soon if you are interested in trying their seasonal Radiance Elixirs. It's very nice. I love all the formulas of that. But I love the scent of the Rose and Neroli one the best. So then a couple of body things before we get into the rest of my skincare stuff. I just sort of jumped all over the place. I used up a little sample of the Nini Organics Moonlight Bath Soak. I can't remember if this was like a salt or just like a soak. I like this one, but I think my favorite of his is the, what is it? The Detox one. It's like the C, or is it Natura? I can't remember. It's like blue-green. It's got like algae in it. That one's really nice. So he did send me a full size of that one, and he just sent me samples of the other two. And I'm glad that I picked the other one, the Lagoon. Is it Lagoon? I think it's Lagoon. I'm glad I picked that one because I do like the scent of that one the best. That one is nice, but I definitely would prefer and recommend the Lagoon one. I also have a Copa Kawaii soap. This is the Maui Lavender. This is actually what's in my shower right now. And this is the half size bar. The bars are usually like 3 ounces. This one was like 1.8, so it's a little more than half. I think I got this as a sample. I can't remember where I got this from because you can't buy this size on the website. You can buy a sampler pack, but I think it's out of stock. But you can't buy them like individually like this. But I do really like the Copa Kawaii soaps. I highly recommend them. They're very inexpensive. They're only like $6 each. So I stocked up the last time I bought them because I really enjoy them and they're inexpensive. And then I have the Bathorium Crush Charcoal Garden Detox. I think I put these two together. I can't remember. Sometimes I like mix and match bath stuff because I don't take baths a ton. I end up passing out before, you know, like when Oliver goes to bed, I end up passing out before I can like do anything for myself. And sometimes like I'll mix and match bath stuff, just like use it up a little bit quicker. So I think I added those two together. I can't remember. Since I used them both in December and I don't really remember taking 2 baths, but last year has been like sort of a blur, so I don't really remember. Okay, I have a couple of cleansers. I have the Ashlyn Quinn Melanie, which I was telling you about. This was their melon and kiwi creamy foaming cleanser, though I think it's got a different name now. I think it's like snow leopard something or other. It smells incredible. It's really amazing. It's not stripping. It just is this beautiful formula. If you're looking for like a gel-like cleanser for oily skin, give that one a try because I really, really like it. And then I did finish up the Nee Naturals Barbary Fig Cleansing Oil. If you are, whoa, see my face right through there. If you're like an OG to my channel, like if you've been here from the beginning, this was the very first PR product I ever received. I did reach out to the brand though, so this was like the first time I did that because I had seen it and I was like, I want to start asking, you know, brands if they want to work with me. And they said yes. So this was like one of the very first, or this was the first PR product I ever received. It's like 5 years ago. This is a 5-year-old bottle, but it still smelled fine. So I finished it. You no longer can get it in 6 ounces. It is 4 ounces now. If anyone's interested in this product, I'm not sure that any of you guys would be. It's an emulsifying cleansing oil, and it does smell nice. I'm just ready to move on. Move on to other things. I was trying really hard to use up quite a few things that have been like hanging around, you know, in December, though did I get to that many? Not really. I also finished up the 5 Hina Lucent Mist. I don't know how many of these I've used up at this point, like 3 or 4. I love this mist. My favorite of the 5 Hina mists. It smells the best. It makes my skin feel incredible. It's super hydrating. And then I also finished up the Fit Glow Day Essence. I really love the essences. I miss it. I'm trying to use up some other, I love the scent of it. I'm trying to use up some other mists, but I'll definitely be adding the Day Essence back in because I absolutely love that product. It smells really nice. The mist is really nice on it. Does it do a whole lot for my skin? I don't really know, but like I said in my favorites video, my criteria for mists are, do I like the scent? Do I like the mister on it? Like, is it a really fine mist? Because I don't like thick mists. Do I like the scent? Did I say that already? So scent, mist, and like, does it hydrate my skin? And then like extra bonus, if it like lightly exfoliates my skin, like the Free and True one and the Nini Organics one does. But this one hydrates really nicely. Does it brighten and like do all the other stuff that it says? I don't really know, but I don't really care because I like it. All right, so if anybody's interested in my totals, the only one I didn't count was that like Kaya Naturals pack of wipes. I'm not even gonna worry about it because I think, what is it, like $10? I don't know. So in total for 2020, I used up 145 products with a retail value of $3,625.57. If you want to compare that to 2019, where I used 163 products and then $4,412.34, and then to 2018, which I used 191 products, $4,425.52. So this year I actually used way less product, way less retail value. So I'm not really sure. I guess I just used less expensive stuff this year and a lot less of it for some reason. Even though it felt like every month I was always trying to use stuff up. I don't know, I just used less product. I don't really know how that happened, but that's my empties for 2020. My totals and, you know, what I used in October, November, and December.